Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening, Viking community. Thank you for your attendance today to honor the Northwest High School class of 2022. In respect of the graduation ceremony and others, we ask that you remain seated away from the rails. This will allow all our guests the opportunity to see their student graduate. Also, please refrain from the use of air horns, whistles, and other noisemakers as they are prohibited. We want every family to have the opportunity to hear their graduate's name called. I thank you for your cooperation and your attendance this evening.
Good evening. If you will, please stand for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the singing of the national anthem. I kindly ask that all gentlemen remove their hats at this time. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Miss Emily Sawyer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now we will observe a moment of silence and light a candle in memory of Ron Ricus Chapman, Kentez Foster, and Hunter Mortagua and others who are unable to be here with us today. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Darius Washington, and this year I have served as the senior class vice president. I would like to welcome you all to Northwest High School's 52nd commencement ceremony. I would like to extend a warm welcome to friends, family, administrators, teachers, staff, members of the Clarksville-Montgomery County Board of Education, Central Office, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Senior year has been a very unpredictable yet memorable year, and here we are closing one book and opening another. With that being said, let's celebrate as we are acknowledged for the accomplishments we made thus far. Welcome everyone to the Northwest High School Class of 2022 graduation ceremony.
Welcome again to the 52nd commencement ceremony of Northwest High School. We are honored to have you with us this evening. We are honored by the parents and family members who are serving in the armed forces who could not be here today. We appreciate all that you are doing for our country. Before we begin, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Northwest High School faculty and staff and the school resource officers that are here this evening working to ensure a safe and successful graduation ceremony for our students. I cannot thank our faculty and staff enough for the excellent work that you have done every day to support our seniors to reach this moment and prepare them for their next endeavors. Also joining us this evening are school board members Ms. Carol Berry, Mr. Herbert Nelson, and Mr. Jimmy Garland. From the Clarksville-Montgomery County School System, Interim Director of Schools, Dr. Angela Huff, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Sean Imperatrice, and Director of High Schools, Dr. Rosalind Evans. Our Northwest High School administrators, Mr. Jason Green, Mr. Shane Smith, Ms. Brandy Walker, and Dr. Ashley McDonald. Our senior class sponsor, Ms. Buck Thomas, and our overall Associated Student Government sponsor, Ms. Alvarez. This evening's caller of names, Mr. Josh Hall. We also extend our appreciation to the 100% graduation team members, which includes business, faith, education, and civic leaders who believe in the importance of education in our community. Thank you for continuing to encourage students to graduate and discover success in school. We also want to thank our partners in education, Clarksville Fencing, Mosaic Church, Tennessee Army National Guard, Premier Medical, and Zaxby's of Clarksville. I'd also like to thank Austin Peay State University and their broadcast partners for the live web streaming of our ceremony for those loved ones and members of the armed forces serving and watching from around the world. At this time, I'd like to invite our senior choir to come to the front of the Dunn Center, and I ask everyone to please rise for the singing of the Northwest High School alma mater. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I'd like to present the valedictorian and salutatorian of the class of 2022. Our valedictorian, Ms. Emma Krebs.
everyone. Let's see. Okay. When my elementary school teacher asked, "Where do you imagine yourself in 10 years?" it was not here, standing in front of all of you. As a kid, I was terrified to talk to others, let alone speak in front of hundreds of people. But people change, and we're not here to talk about the past. We're here to talk about the future. Plato said, "If a man neglects education, he walks lame to the end of his life." College, technical schools, and the workforce are all future possibilities we as students can take to educate ourselves. But what exactly is an education? High school has conditioned us to believe that the measure of our education are tests and grade scales. More often than not, I have based my own self-worth on a percentage, and I'm sure a few of you have done the same. But that's not what true knowledge is meant to be. Education is the courage it takes to see what the world could be rather than what it already is. People will say it's unfeasible to try and change the status quo, and sometimes that will be true. But most of the time, we need that change. The author Ray Bradbury once said, "It doesn't matter what you do, so long as you change something from the way it was before you touched it into something that's like you after you take your hands away." Change is an intrinsic part of being human. The way you affect the people around you and your environment is an indicator of who you are and the legacy you will leave behind. So why not remake a better world? See, you were born just smart enough to realize the potential around you, to realize that you could change everything for the better, but not yet smart enough to know how to do it. That's where education comes in again. Education is the patience it takes to be able to create something from nothing, to know that your idea won't always be the best, and that doesn't make you any less smart or creative than anyone else. To know that sometimes to have a good idea, you have to work with others. Change isn't a one-player game. It's a collective dream to discover a better world together. And so, I say this mostly for your ears, but partially for my own. There is one goal I want you to keep in mind as you take your next steps towards farther education. Enjoy yourself. There is only one lifetime to create experiences. So for the betterment of the world and the betterment of the people around you and the betterment of yourself, live and change. You can spend lifetimes unhappy, trapped in a cage that you watched be built by others. Or you can live a lifetime defined by your choices. And whether that be a cage or paradise, at least it'll be self-made. To the people you'll meet and the ones you already have, to the ideas you will create and the dreams no one but you can dream. To the class of 2022, happy graduation.
Our salutatorian, Miss Alicia Fulton.
Good afternoon. I'd like to begin by thanking everyone that has made this moment possible. I wouldn't be here without my loving and supportive family, especially my big brother, who's helped raise me to be the person I am today, as well as the teachers that have offered me words of encouragement and wisdom for both my past and my future. My name is Alicia Fulton, and I'm honored to be standing before you as Northwest High School's class of 2022 salutatorian. Since there's a whole lot of you that don't really know who I am, if it's okay, I'd like to do a quick icebreaker. Let's play Two Truths and a Lie. Obviously, I'll start first. So, when I was in the first grade, the only time I ever got in trouble was for doing a cartwheel during cleanup time. The next is that I am deathly afraid of stairs and streetlights. The last thing is that I wish I could go back to my first day of high school. Now, which one do you think the lie is? Even though I just admitted some of my biggest irrational fears in front of hundreds of people, the lie is that I wish I could go back to my first day at Northwest. I don't wish that I could go back, because it's simply something I've already experienced. I know that when I get to school in the morning, I'll go through the far right door to head into the main gym for our first day pep rally. I'll sit in the freshman section with my best friends at the time, feeling all grown and special. I'll go to first period with Miss Alvarez, followed by the rest of my classes. That's it. In high school, we go through so many firsts. We have our first day of high school. We have our first loves that turn into our first heartbreaks. We have our first jobs that help us get our first cars. I believe that there is value in appreciating your first. Likewise, there's value in appreciating your last. However, this is something that most people struggle with, including myself, because it's hard to recognize when something happens for the last time. Like the last time you played pretend as a kid and it felt real, or the last time you held your mother's hand as you walked across the street. Having said that, we sit here today and we recognize that this is a last for us. This is the last time we will be considered students at Northwest High School. The last time we may see each other. The last time to soak in every first and every last that has led up to this moment. Because once this moment is over, it's over. As we move past this period of our lives, Robert Frost captured it best when he said he could sum up life in just 3 words. It goes on. As a class of 22, we will go on to live completely different lives, but we'll always have the same start. And we will always be able to call ourselves Vikings. With that being said, it's time to allow life to go on. Congratulations to my fellow graduates. I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, ladies. At this time, please direct your attention to the choral risers for the senior choir choral performance.
Undefined
Class of 2022, today is the day. Today is your day. Today is your final moment in a 13-year journey from kindergarten to now. That's 2,340 days of school during which you were faced with a variety of challenges, both big and small. I think it is important that we acknowledge the challenges and changes you have encountered since you began your high school journey. In the spring of your 10th grade year, schools closed. During your junior year, we all learned how to attend school virtually. For your senior year, we were back in buildings, but you learned how to adapt to a new normal. As educators, we worry about making sure students are ready for life after high school. We want you to develop those intangible skills for success in life, those skills that only experience can teach you. When I think about this class and the skills that you all have developed, I think about your ability to adapt to change and face new challenges. Dolly Parton once said, "You cannot direct the wind, but you can adjust the sails." Just as the wind can sometimes be fearsome, change can also be scary and unpredictable. You faced some of the biggest changes ever experienced, but you adjusted your sails and did what was needed to be successful. With that ability to adapt in the face of adversity, you can do anything. You are ready for your next chapter, and even if you think you aren't, remember that the changes you have braved. Before you go, I want to share the final stanza of Edgar Albert Guest's poem, "Don't Quit." Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And when you never can tell how close you are, it may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you must not quit. Class of 2022, remember to stick to the fight, whatever that may be. Your next great adventure awaits you in your journey of life. But when life gets tough and the winds of change begin to blow, let us remember to adjust our sails and put on our helmets, because you will always be Viking strong. Dr. Huff, having met all requirements mandated by the state of Tennessee, may I proudly present the Northwest High School graduating class of 2022.
Good afternoon. I commend this class on your hard work, dedication, perseverance, and resiliency demonstrated by your accomplishment today through an unprecedented academic year. On behalf of the Board of Education, I hereby accept and confer that the 2022 graduating seniors of Northwest High School have met the high school graduation requirements of the state of Tennessee and the Clarksville-Montgomery County school system, and are thus entitled to all rights and privileges for completing these requirements. Congratulations, Vikings. Ms. Papard, you may now begin the presentation of diplomas.
Emma Catherine Krebs. Alicia Danielle Fulton. Lily Catherine Scow. Darius Wendell Deshawn Washington. Hadjer Razan Abdurrahman. Joseph Rafael Acosta. Megan Elizabeth Adair, Haley Nicole Akins, Sarah Ann Elizabeth Aldridge, Bella Ariana Allen, Dalen Danae Allen, Tierra Nailani Allen, Evan Ronald Anderson, Tristan David Anderson, Hope Ashley Asbury, Haley Marie Atwater, Nathaniel Charles Austin, Cheyenne Rain Baker, Jaden Ray Barber, Justin Tyler Barker, Micah Ruban Cole Bartusiak, Scott Antoine Batista Jr., Armando Miguel Bermudez, Ajane Isabel Berrios, Samuel Cortez Bew, Elena Delphin Bilan, Sarah Elizabeth Haleen Black, Aviana Elaine Michelle Bland, Cameron Michael Blick, Cecil Jeremiah Boksa, Imani Dejanay Bowen, Devin Christopher Brooks, Samuel Aiden Brown, Ivy Elise Kane, Shira Michelle Calderon Hernandez, London Zell Cariani, Jonathan Edward Carlson, Aiden Martin Carter, Larissa Joe Castile, Skylar Elizabeth Catlett, Amarion Oman Deshawn Caudle, Marissa Faith Chavez, Alexander Michael Chairs Swasina, Ariana Nicole Cheatham, Vitia Tony Ching, Serenity Shondell Cole, Alexia Caden Marie Collins, Micaiah Andrew Collins, Graceka Nicole Colon Soto, Keelani Deshay Colvin, Ashton Riley Kahn, Caleb Aaron Cook, Kaylee Elizabeth Kuhn, Kiera Kennedy Cooper, Abigail Diane Coulter, Xavier John Crane, Travion Kayshawn Crawford, Chloe M. Crosby, Zakiah Diane Cullum, Michael Tyrone Curtis Jr., Nathan Ray Daly, Emma Ann Daniel, Michael Allen Davis, Aaliyah Shanae Drake, Shalia Shanta Drake, Tremaine LeBron Drayton, Mason Douglas Eakes, Gabriella Eichhorst, Amani Nashe Ellis, Robert Allen Elston, Alexis Carrington Espinoza, Sabin Anthony Fain, Connor John Fasnacht, Kaylee Marie Feltz, Ammon Nye Fisher, Cole Weston Fitzwater, Jayshawn Marcullis Fletcher, Edward Dalen Foster, Kentrell Lamont Foster, Justin Wayne Freeberg, Michael Kenneth Funk, Brooklyn Marie Gagne, Zachary Paul Gagne, Catherine Yesenia Garcia, Kiana Diaja Gibson, Killian Eugene Giles, Genzi Omar Gonzalez Roman, Jonathan Alexander Gonzalez, Crystal Monet Green, Austin Lee Griffey, Sarah Grace Grizzard, Roderick Gavon Eugene Grubbs, Mason Alexander Gustweiler, Cheyenne Marie Haddock, Charles Alexander Hall, Abigail Page Hamilton, Kuvan Deontay Hamilton, Braden Alexander Hannigan, Anthony Allen Harris, Heaven Janae Harris, Tierra Chanel Harris, Nicholas Everett Harter Jr., Hayden Rue Hayward, Bridger Aaron Helm, Tashawn Christopher Henderson, Jenna Nicole Herbstritt, Gabriella Judith Hernandez, Catherine Noel Hewitt, Sebastian Tristan Hickey, Marlasia Monetta Hill, Gabriel Lee Holcomb, Jasmine Ayana Hobson, Kayla Lynn Howell, Dalton Ray Huff, Taylor Leanne Huff, Logan Ray Huggins, Patrick Alexander Hurley, Christina Else Johnson. Kaylee Paige Johnson. Matthew Ryan Johnston. Ariana Mackenzie Jones. Ayana Rochelle Jones. Christian Amari Jones. Kiarius Jackie Jones. Lachey Lynn Jones. Sawyer Ryan Jones. Zakiah Janae Jones. Davis Brent Jordan. William Robert Carman. Jason Thor Kehoe. Isaiah Leroy Kendrell. Ariana Latrice Kilgore. Lamari Martavion Kincaid. Javion Cordell Kinkle. Rachel Ann Krantz. Savannah Grace Coons. Delwyn Mayo Lamb Brown. Mason Walker Landers. Michael Joseph Lanuzga. Michaela Elizabeth Lentine. Hope Riley Link. Javier Ernesto Lopez. Christopher Roger Luck. Kayla Renee London. Haley Leah Lutchman. Robert Anthony Lyons Winford. Jocelyn Michelle Maroney. Giselle Martinez Gutierrez. Aaliyah Michelle Marin. Willow Faye Elizabeth Malden. Jaden Rose Mays. Harley Nicole McAfee. Carlos Allen McKinney. Mason Luke McKinnon. Alexa Marie Metcalf. Olivia Joy Metcalf. Shane Christopher Casimir Mikalski. Dominic Robert Miner. Colton Brady Montjoy. Heaven Anari Moody. Omarion Keyshawn Moran. Dominic Dre Morrison. Alan Tyree Mosley. Kabari Amarion Mosley. Yahir Alejandro Mulgado. Micah Isley Mullins. Madison Matthew Nina. Christina Zadie Newsom. Connor Isaiah Oakes. Callista Leanne Ogilvy. Sebastian Onyate. Ariana Louise Palmer. Keyshawn Lamont Panel. Amari Nafai Pardue. Isaiah Latrell Parkerson. Ethan Chase Parkerson. Caleb LeBray Patterson. Stephen Michael Peacock. Jaden Sincere Perkins. Lesia Grace Phillips. Summer Star Phillips. Haven Elise Plunkett. Kaisha Cheyenne Price. Clayton Buckner Prophet. Yamidelis Ramos Perez. Xavier Corshun Reeves. Rebecca Cheyenne Reeves. Alyssa Faith Rell. Tristan Robert Rittenhouse. Garrett Canyon Roberts. Michaela Andrea Denise Roberts. Diamond Chanel Robinson. Isaac Yamil Rodriguez Cruz. Eduardo Matias Rodriguez. Emmanuel Lamont Rucker. Raven Vincent Russell. Anthony Daquan Sage. James Emilio Silvestre Sansom. Emily Faye Sawyer. Brianna Lee Skolma. Timothy Mason Schroeder. Patrick Jermaine Scott. Timia Renee Scott. Eric James Selby. Quentin Deshawn Selfbird. Felix Antonio Sepulveda. Jason Robert Taylor Sharon. Hunter Chase Shoop Gines. Blake Mason Simpkins. Demaya Jalon Smith. Destiny Faith Smith. Faith Mackenzie Smith. Brett Elizabeth Tedder Spink. Decarie Javen Sudler. Caden James Seibert. Cameron Clay Thomas Sykes. Ethan LaCour Tackett. Carly Suzanne Taylor. Carmen Elena Taylor. Elvin Teofilo Santiago. Zakia Tayaja Thomas. Kyle James Thompson. Jakayla Kaliri Timmons. Shauna Marie Tinsley. Nelson Amlikar Tokbeb. Jose Luis Torres Bullock. Ricardo Thomas Torres Bullock. Assad Miguel Trochet. Cole Douglas Trout. Montrell Javon Turner. Rosanna Sage Vaughn. Cameron Danae Void. Skylar Brooke Wade. Haley Renee Wallace. Joya Lachey Wallace. Keith Quinton Watkins. Noah Brooks Weber. Vincent Matthew Wensinger. Wyatt Edward Wheeler. Taina Tosi White. Sabrina Ray Weisner. Asia Lanique Williams. Carly Marie Williams. Cervante Williams. Alicia Yvonne Wilson. Isis Denise Wilson. Kenny Ayana Witherspoon. Lacey Diane Woodley. Skylar James Yarborough. Daniel Alexander Yates. Jaden Scott Yoder. Madison B.J. Yorick. Emma Judith Zambrano.
Good evening. My name is Lily Stow, and I am the senior class president. Thank you again for all of you who have supported us over these years. They have been filled with countless highs and lows, and it means the world to have had you by our side through it all. Classmates, it has been an honor to serve you as president these past 3 years. I look out onto the floor, and I see so many people that I feel truly honored to share these moments with. I am beyond excited to hear of all the amazing things you accomplished and all of the ways you will continue to make me proud to be a Viking. We have worked incredibly hard and long for this moment. So without further ado, will you all please rise and join me in the ceremonial turning of the tassel. Congratulations, class of 2022.